Well, hello, welcome to Xincgc333's How to Do a Minecraft Server. This is how to do a Minecraft server, BUKKIT on Windows 7, not vanilla on anything else, just BUKKIT on Windows 7. So what we have a virgin build of Windows 7. I think it's still getting updated. It is. And nothing. That's all we've put on so far. We've created a directory under C, under root, called Minecraft. You can call it whatever you want. And in there we have 3 files. We have the current BUKKIT executable Java program. It's 1.3. Came out this morning. It's the dev version. But I thought, why not? We have a executable there, an application there that we'll come back to later. And we have a little script. And the bit that you need to know about is here. So, in fact, I'll probably put this in the description, or at least link to some sort of better text file in case you can't read it. But basically what that does is it runs that jar file, which is that. It runs it on 64-bit Java, which we haven't got yet, and it runs it using that amount of memory. Okay, so change that to 2 meg, and we'll run it, and it should fail. There you go. You see the bit at the beginning? No Java. We don't have Java on here yet. So, let's go and get Java. Now the fact that we're doing these, mind you, they're installing, they're not downloading, so we should be alright. Oh, no, we don't want to do any of that. Oh, yeah, okay, yeah. Obviously, you have a virgin build of Windows 7. You'll have all your browser and Firefox and Chrome, whatever you happen to have, already set up. With all your own searches and what have you. But that's what we want. We want to go to the Java site, and we want to install it, and we want to install Java 7. And have I got that wrong? Right, okay. I'll put a link and I'll tidy this up. But we want the offline Java 7 64-bit. If you have 32-bit Windows 7, 32-bit. Yeah. Okay. Right. Save that. We'll save it to where it tells us to save it to. So, downloaded and installed Java, and hopefully now this little file should run. Okay. You probably don't need all this. This was actually from somewhere else. So, in fact, yeah, we don't need any of this, do we? We don't need this bit, which is basically saying, right, okay, I think that's what we need. So it's just running that file, yeah, just running that jar file, that executable Java file, and telling it to use that amount of memory. Okay, I don't know what the rest of the rubbish was, so we'll run that anyway. And there we go. So what's happening now is BUKKIT, the BUKKIT server, is running for the first time. So in here it's creating world. It'll also create the nether and the end. These will be empty. Empty in as much as they'll be just empty worlds. They won't be empty, they'll be gravel and stone and shit. But anyway, also it's created all these other files, all these wonderful files. So for example, there was no whitelist, so it's created a whitelist. It's empty. There was no server options. There was no plugins directory. So it creates all this by itself. So we'll just let this run. And it's probably creating the nether now. And then, oops, it'll create the end at the end. Oh, done. So, you don't need to know about any of these at the moment. We will cover whitelists. We will cover permissions. We'll cover this and that, the plugins directory, and these as well. They will be covered in the future, but you don't need to know about them. The only one you need to know about, and the only one you need to change, is the server properties file, which is there. Server.properties. So if you go into there, the only thing you need to change is the server port. So everything else stays the same. This is another file that we'll go into later. But for now, if you just change the port to 69, and I'll explain why in a second. Okay, so we've changed the port on the server, and that's because we're going to tell the router to look at this is the port forwarding bit that I think a lot of people fall down on. So this is our router, and these are our rules. So we have a rule for Sopcast, that's uTorrent, lots and lots of things. But we have 3 Minecraft rules, and that's because if we go into the rules, oops, if we go into the rules, when Minecraft comes to our router, depending on which port is requested, it tells it which computer to go to. So at the moment, normal Minecraft requests come through the computer, come through the router, I beg your pardon, and get routed through to one of our Minecraft servers. If we have a look at that Minecraft, which is there, so anything that comes to our router trying to talk to those 2 ports automatically incoming automatically gets routed through to that computer, that port, and that server is on our network. This Windows 7 server again is on our network. It's there. It's number 14, 192.168.0.14. It's the IP address, and that rule tells it to look at a port. So the port, if you've probably not guessed, is that port. So it comes to our router, it's trying to talk to that port, and our router says, okay, if you're trying to talk to that port, you go to that server, that computer on the network, which is this one. Yeah. Which will then talk to the BukkIT server. The BukkIT server running on that port. Now if we change that port to 10, could cause problems because there may be stuff on ports 10. Changed it to 6.5, it would cause problems because we already have a Minecraft server running on 6.5 on our network. So the rule on the router would probably send it to the first one, to the other one, or it may not. If you've got any questions about that, you'll just have to ask them in the comments, or go to the website, ask on GWTC Tech. Right, so we have a server running. So I think we should try and connect to it and see what happens. So just hang on. Okay, so if we connect through and have a look, I did it earlier. It's there, our server, a Minecraft server, blah blah blah, 192. Now that IP address is an internal one for me. If you were connecting to that server from outside, you would actually put the router IP address in, followed by the port. The port's the important bit, and then, as we've discussed, the router knows where to forward that port to, which is this server, and we connect. So if we connect, oh, and oh, that's a bit slow. Now the thing is, I honestly didn't expect it to be this slow. And right, but it is up and running. So what we'll do is we'll go and have a look at what's happening on the server.